Hey, how's it going, guys? We're gonna go ahead and do an oil change on the truck today, 2019 Silverado Trail Boss, and it's gonna be a pretty quick process here. We're gonna be using AMSOIL 0820 from Victor Synthetics. Go ahead and give them a follow on Instagram. We're only gonna use 2 gallons of that. A Wix oil filter. Gonna use a funnel, a filter plier, and a 15mm socket here, and also this to catch all the oil. Make sure it is empty because it does let out 8 quarts of oil. So we're gonna go ahead and get started now. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go ahead and pop your hood and remove your oil cap here from your oil fill tube. What that's gonna do, it's gonna allow for the oil to vent and flow freely once you unscrew the bottom drain plug. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start placing this down there to catch all the oil. Don't forget to remove the red plug if you got one of these, and it'll let all the oil fall through there. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, gonna go ahead and break this sucker loose here. Again, 15mm. There we go, and she's loose. We'll watch this pour out. There you go, and boom. All right, just splashed a little bit of oil on me. No big deal, but do let this drain for a good 5 minutes or so. You want to make sure you catch every bit of oil. This is AMSOIL pouring out of it. It's got about 6,000 miles on it, but I've been doing some heavy off-road and high dust conditions, so it's pretty black. Also gonna have to take a look at my air filter after this, make sure it's still clean. It is a Can-Am one, so I get to clean it up afterwards. But here, have some B-roll. Alright, so we're gonna let that drain for a few minutes and just sit back. Alright, guys, you might have to move the drain pan back and forth. Woo! Woo! See that shit? It's splashing on me. Like I said, you might have to move it back and forth as the pressure decreases and the wind starts to blow it out a bit. We should be good right there, though. Alright, guys, when your oil is dripping, you want to watch for that tiny flow that's coming out through there. You see where my glove is? See a thin line, right? You want that to stop dripping. I don't know how much time you have, but I think it's always safer than sorry, right? So once that starts to drip and the drops are few and far between, then just go ahead and grab your drain plug, put that sucker back on. Alright, so while I wait for that to finish dripping, we're gonna go ahead and remove our oil filter there. Just gonna turn it counterclockwise with our filter wrench. And again, you wanna make sure you line this up to catch any oil coming out from that. Counterclockwise. Alright, guys, I still have a lot of mud here. Ooh, from my last few times going off-road. Just gonna let that flow. Yeah, most of the mud is down here in the skid plate. Alright, man, this oil is hot. What's nice about these oil catch cans is they have a little spot for you to place the filter to let it drain while you finish the oil change. Whoa, this filter's got a lot of mud on it. Oh my gosh, it's fucking hot. This is gonna suck. Oh my goodness. Ah. Bitch is hot. There we go. Alright, well, we wait for that to drain. We're gonna go ahead and grab our new oil filter here. A little bit of this brand new oil. And I always remove this gasket in here. Man, things on there tight. There we go. And I just grab a little bit of the new oil, lube it up a bit. That's gonna create a good seal between the filter and the base where you thread it in, and it won't leak. And just set this back in, press it in so it's nice and snug again. Work it around the edges there. There we go. Cover this back up to prevent any accidents from happening. All right, oil's still draining. We're gonna go ahead and place our new filter in here, hand tight. My fingers are slick, so once it's hand tight, like it is now, I'm gonna try and go a quarter turn more with the wrench. I keep calling it a wrench. Freaking pliers, guys. Have limited reach with these things, so let's see this way. There we go. And oil drain plug goes back on. And you tighten the drain plug. You guys might want to go to the factory specifications on torque, but there we go. Should be good. And we are set for the under part of the truck. All right, filter in, drain plug screwed back on, and nasty oil and filter for 1 gallon, and pour this bitch in. All right, now we let that drip out as much as we can. Put that back on there. Put your cap back on. Until it's on. Going horizontally this way. You'll feel it can't turn anymore, all right, guys? Make sure there's no leaks. Alright guys, so that's pretty much the oil change on these trucks. There's nothing special, nothing different about any other oil change you do. This is for the 5.3 liter V8. I'm pretty sure the same applies for the 6.2 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder. I'm not too sure, but again, it's a basic oil change, guys. So go ahead and hit that like, subscribe if you like what you see, and we'll see you next time.